Aries-taurus. Welcome to your timeless astrology tarot reading. My name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned in here to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs, every new and full moon, and every zodiac season. Oy, ay, ay. So sorry about that. If you're interested in that content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on my next live reading. Hi, Remix. Good evening to you as well. Hello to everybody else who will be coming in, or if you're just viewing this at a later date, welcome. Hi to you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to get into this energy with you, Aries Taurus, okay? I do feel like the throat chakra here is super important for you, my loves. So we are going to burn the last throat chakra incense I have out of this pack. Okay, do a little reset on our incense burner. Because seemingly it almost feels like here, Aries Taurus, I just heard there's a lot that needs to be said or wants to be said. I almost kind of feel like this isn't your energy. Oh, this might not be your energy. This could be somebody connected to you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to speak to you, just having a lot to say. All right, give me 1 second. Let me make sure that this is straight. Okay. But before we get into any more of the channeled energy and messages that I was kind of picking up during your meditation here, I'm going to light your incense. I'm then going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided. Please take this time to get grounded and offer up some gratitude into your space so that you are open, centered, and settled and ready for the messages that'll come through this reading. Remember, this is a general reading. This is not a personal one-to-one reading. But if you would like a personal reading with me, you can book that at my website, cuspofroses.com. The direct booking link is in the description box below. All right. So let's go ahead and get your incense lit and get started. All right. Hi, Cusp of Power. Thanks for being here, love. Good evening to you as well. So, Aries Taurus. Throat chakra energy for sure. Very, very important for you to, I almost just heard tame. Ooh. Some of you here might have to tame your throat chakra. So maybe it's a bit overactive. Maybe there's this energy of certain things don't need to be said. Certain things don't need to be explained. I just heard certain things don't need to be exposed. Oh, uh-oh. What's going on here, Aries Taurus? I do feel like there is this, and I'm going to tell you how I'm hearing it, rage almost. This does not have to connect for many of you. This could just be a select few. But there's almost this rage that wants to come out of you towards something or towards someone. Maybe even towards yourself a little bit for some of you guys. I definitely feel like majority of you, it might be towards someone, but again, there's this, just be mindful of what you say, just tame that throat chakra just a little bit. It might be a little overactive, okay? And that doesn't necessarily, again, have to be the case for all of y'all. Some of you could just find that you've been highly communicative lately. Like a lot of people want to talk to you, have long in-depth conversations, or just like you've been over talking. Some of you, this could be in work. Maybe you've had like a lot of presentations, a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, a lot of pitches, a lot of sales. Like something about the throat chakra feels overactive and overused here. So how to bring that into balance is to definitely take a few moments, maybe even an entire day of just silence. Don't say anything to anyone. Don't even speak. It's like some of you guys need to give that throat chakra a rest. Okay? I don't know, however you use it. I just heard line of work. So it could be in your line of work that you use your vocal cords a lot. Maybe you guys are musicians or singers or something like that. And there's just this need to rest your voice. Rest it. Okay. Okay, what else? What else do I need to know prior to this reading for Aries Taurus energies? I got pulled into my crown chakra organate here. Hi, Kia. Thanks for being here, love. I got pulled into my crown chakra organate over here. So part of maybe needing to kind of shut down the throat chakra or close it up or not use it for a certain amount of time or to just give it some rest is partly because there will be this sense of awakening in the crown happening for you, opening in the crown chakra. So meaning you're going to be receiving a lot of information through the spirit. And in order to maybe really allow it to steep into the crown chakra, really settle into the third eye before you can kind of speak to it, claim it, or articulate it, it's like the throat chakra needs to just be on hold for a minute. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like if you keep that throat chakra active, the downloads or the information that's coming for you, you might just like spew out to ears that don't need to hear it. Ooh. This almost feels like needing to gatekeep something. For now. I don't know if it's a forever thing, but definitely a for now thing. Okay, and I just heard be careful. So there could be some energies around you that you just need to be mindful of what you're saying, what you're telling to them. It's almost like they're hanging on your every word, or they're trying to piece together some sort of information based off what you're saying. I also get this energy of like being questioned by somebody here, Aries Taurus. Like, what do you know about this? What's your involvement with that? Or even on a maybe even subtle level, have you ever talked to this person or this so-and-so, or what do you got going on with this? Or, you know, it's like somebody's trying to pry in for information from you. Trying to hope and get you to talk. Now, again, general. So this could just be somebody who's interested in you, Aries Taurus, and they kind of want you to open up about who you are and what you've been through and what you feel and what you think and all of that. Okay? And you might be a little fatigued in the conversation part of all of that. Like, I really don't want to get into that. That's a long story. Like, yeah, there's some sort of fatigue. Definitely fatigue in the throat chakra. Okay. Anything else besides the throat chakra and the crown chakra here? Some of you might also be feeling some shifts in your solar plexus. Okay. Gut feelings. Pay attention to your gut feelings over the next few weeks here, Aries Taurus. Pay attention to when your gut shifts around certain people or in certain places and spaces. Again, I almost feel like someone's going to ask you something, say something to you, and it's like your gut's going to drop, or like your stomach's going to drop, or it's going to churn, or it's going to turn. It's like, pay attention to that. I would almost say here, Aries Taurus, if those of you that might come under this like investigative interrogation, I don't feel like it's law connected, but just like someone being maybe a little too curious or inquisitive about what you got going on, I almost want to say like ask questions back. Like in the sense of don't necessarily give an answer, but like just question, well, why are you asking me that? What do you need to know that for? Like before you give up any sort of info. That's interesting. That's an interesting energy, Aries Taurus. This could be you. Maybe you're questioning somebody and they're not necessarily coming off of or letting you know the answers that you want to know, or giving you direct answers in a way that satisfies your curiosity about whatever this is or whomever this is. Anything else here, Divine? Yeah, my mind space just got real active. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this. Let's just get into this. Thank you so much, Divine, for connecting me here to Aries Taurus cusp energies and Aries Taurus placements and my soul tribe that might be tuning in. What direct influences or energies are supporting and guiding Aries Taurus in the now moment that they need to be aware of? Direct influences and energies that Aries Taurus and cusp and placements need to be aware of in the now moment. Direct influences for Aries Taurus. Fixed. Okay, so your Taurus energy. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Interestingly enough, the hand is up, and that almost gives me this like stop, halt, stay put type of vibe. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed energies for me as a reader are connected to the Wheel of Fortune and the World card in the Major Arcana. So that could say wait until something shifts or changes before you end something. Some of you might be anxious to move on to something new or move on to the next thing or opportunity that's presenting itself, and it's almost just kind of like stay put, stay fixed until you get the green light or until something in your immediate circumstance shifts first, so that you can be better positioned or better angled for wherever you need to be at the end of this cycle. So almost like you're halfway through a cycle here, Aries Taurus, and like this is the part where it shifts towards the solution or towards the ending. Like if you want to think about it like a book, you're past the beginning, you're in the middle, you're in the meat of it all. But you're kind of towards the end of the middle where you start to kind of develop the end of the story, and here's the solutions, and here's how it all comes together, and, you know, happily ever after type of vibe. You're on your way there, okay? Fixed energies. Tell me more here, Divine. You've got Mars. Ooh. You're ruled by Mars in your Aries dynamic. Move forward and defend self. That's the defense, the defense. Some of you guys are going to be put on the defense when it comes to a particular situation. And it's going to make you want to like move on even quicker. But there is this need. I'm seeing like the 7 of Wands. It's like there is this need to be like, that's enough. Don't come any closer, and or here's the line here in the sand, don't cross it. Like some of you are gonna feel that a little bit, like almost like I'm moving on, I'm headed towards the end, don't come after me type of vibe. Nothing you can do, nothing you can say to stop me. I'm fixed, I'm focused, this is what I want. Very, very headstrong right now. Maybe that's why I almost like kind of got caught up in my headspace a little bit. Like I felt a lot of energy around my head, my cranium. Okay. So you're definitely balanced here is what I'll say, because your fixed is your Taurus and then Mars is your Aries. But what's new with y'all? You guys are always pretty much centered in yourselves, which I love, love, love. Okay. And you've got Libra. This could be who's interrogating or asking these questions. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. Remember when I was like, maybe this doesn't have to be with the law? Major Arcana Justice here. Could be, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be for all of y'all. This could just be a very nosy person. Someone wants to kind of like get all up in your business. I'm sorry to say it like that, but like for real, it's like somebody just... they're going to ask you a lot of questions. Just like, what are you doing? And how are you going to do this? And like, what's next for you? And I think your spirit's going to tell you, like, why do they want to know? Why is that important to them? What does that serve them? You know what I mean? We'll get a little deeper into it. I want to pull a fourth one here. Oi, because it feels like something else wants to come out. What else is directly influencing, guiding, or supporting Aries, Taurus energies? Yeah, I knew it. Saturn. Okay. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have conjunction, a union, a merging, a coming together. So I can say that there is this sense of balancing out. Maybe through, some of you could be going through a Saturn return right now. Okay. And you're maybe at that halfway point through your Saturn return where the beginning restrictions, the struggles, you know, as you kind of enter into that phase of your life, you've gotten used to, you've experienced for some time here, you've had your patience or you've been patient. And again, now you're getting to the part of the story, the part of this cycle where you can maybe now clearly see, or you will begin to see the end of that cycle, the world card. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel is starting to come in. And maybe what's on the other end of this restriction or energy with Saturn is some sort of union or merging or coming together. So Libra might also be a bit of like a karmic scale that's balancing here for you. Some of you could be fighting this balance, fighting these restrictions, like refusing to surrender to them, refusing to surrender to Saturn. Some of you have loyalties in certain spaces or with certain people and places that you feel like you need to defend. It's almost like the move forward and defend self. So for some of you, it's like the Mars is trying to get you to charge forward or move forward on something, but you might be defending, staying loyal to something or staying stable or grounded on something. That might not be for all of you. Because something about this around what Mars is trying to get you to take action on might feel unfair. Like you might feel like the universe isn't considering the loyalty, like, you know what I'm saying? Considering the history or considering all the energy and the time that you've put into something or experienced something. It's like there could just be a little bit of that. I almost get to that there might have been a lot of changes in your life, Aries Taurus. Maybe over the past 18 months. A lot of shifts, a lot of changes. And it's almost like, yeah, I keep getting back to I keep seeing a book open like this. And the pages kind of turn this way towards the end of the book, which is why I keep giving that analogy. But it's yeah, the pages have been turning really quickly for you. You've been zooming through something. You've just been moving through it. Okay. And it's almost like you're almost at that end. And here comes Mars to kind of charge you up a little bit. I feel like Mars is supporting you in a positive way to help you really wait out this balancing of your scales so that they come out even. And then you can kind of graduate from the school of Saturn, the school of truth and everything and all the discipline and struggle and hard work and patience that Saturn wanted to teach you. You graduate from that and then you come into some form of a deeper union. Now, this could be deeper union with yourself, feeling a bit more self-confident, self-assured, having more depth of knowledge of who you are, who you want to be, how you show up, your own power, your own strength, and just like raw, like really like almost warrior like coming out of battle as a victor. So there is seemingly a victory in your midst or available for you. Yeah, I think Mars is trying to get you to move forward on something that you maybe have found a certain level of stability in. And so again, it's like, oh gosh, here we go, another change. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do another change. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm over it. This isn't fair. Like, be considerate, universe. Like, you've asked a lot of me. Like, I kind of get that energy from you guys, which is fair and very valid. Very, very valid. Don't ever feel weird about that. Sometimes, you know, it can be a lot. But something here might be challenging your stability or your ability to stay loyal to something or someone or be dependable to something or someone. But it's all in the name of this conjunction, this union, this merger, this coming together. Some of you could be waiting on like a judgment, whether that's like real judgment spiritually or like a real court judgment. Something that could be keeping you stuck or stagnant or stable or stationary, like by law, by contract. Because defend self in Libra, yeah, you might feel like you have to defend yourself or kind of like represent yourself in a particular situation to ask for fairness or consideration or some sort of compromise in a situation that is actually fair and isn't one-sided. Okay, interesting. Let's dig a little deeper with the tarot. Hold on, let me get a little sip of my drink. All right, so High Priestess, first energy out, would definitely say this is going to be a confirmation reading for some of you guys, maybe for a lot of you. Okay, so your spirit's already telling you the answers or already telling you what you need to know, but this reading will help confirm it. And I am seeing a deer outside of my window right now. Oh wait, is that a buck though? Are those antlers? Yeah, I think that's a baby buck. So some of you might definitely be in your masculine energy right now. Justice, come on now, y'all. You know what would be fair. You know what would be considerate. You know what you need to do in order to enact or create this balance or harmony. And for some of you, what needs to be done in order to do that is to stand your ground, is to defend yourself. So maybe not surrendering is a good thing here for you, Aries-Taurus. Boy. Tell me more about this fixed energy. Mars, Libra, and Saturn for Aries-Taurus. Boy. Deck is a little chunky. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Tell me more about this fixed Mars, Libra, and Saturn. What's fixed? What's this fixed energy about? Yeah, come on now. The World and the Seven of Cups. That is for some of you where having to seemingly, and maybe from your point of view, no longer be dependable, loyal, or persistent, or a source for some of y'all, a source of stability for someone or something, challenges you emotionally. So what's maybe stopping you from moving forward is an emotional attachment. And that's what the world is trying to bring in a completion to. Whatever you've been emotionally attached to that is seemingly, ooh, throat chakra, y'all. My throat do not squeak like that. Seemingly not beneficial or healthy for you. Okay? Tell me more about the Seven of Cups in the world for this fixed energy. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. So Gemini, Cancer. Right? We just got out of the Gemini, Cancer cusp energy. But that could be who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with the Queen of Cups. And I don't know why. Something about this Queen of Cups feels like they either have a hold on you somehow, some way. Hey, what's this? Yeah. They're not cooperative. Three of Pentacles in reverse. What's this? King and Queen of Swords. Ooh, this kind of feels connected to the Libra energy. Like, I almost wanted to say a judge or like a decision. Because this Queen of Cups might not be cooperating as they need to in order to get to some sort of decision. Okay, so this could be like a separation of two people. This could be the ending of a marriage. This could be the ending of a contract. And it's like, in order for things to be considerate, to be fair, to find harmony, both of you need to show up in this King of Swords and Queen of Swords energy. And again, like I said, I might be talking to masculines, not necessarily males, but just those that are in their heavy masculine. I kind of feel like you're the King of Swords here. And it's like you're waiting for this Queen of Cups to turn into the Queen of Swords so you guys can meet in this element and figure out what is fair, what's harmonious, and to take into consideration, it's like it's trying to get into like business mode with somebody that has an emotional attachment to you. Like, they know that if they stay in their emotional energy, or if they just kind of like sulk in that it's going to cause some sort of delay or emotional confusion or holdup with something coming to an end. Ooh, yeah. It's like I said, Knight of Pentacles. It's an attempt to slow something down. And I almost wanted to say that this Queen of Cups might be being emotionally manipulative. And that's what I feel is happening. Trying to keep you emotionally confused. Seven of Cups. Not sure if they really genuinely... I'll just say it how it's coming out. It's like, it could be the game of I'm not sure how I really feel about you, or it's like they're trying to keep you guessing on where they at, or just where they are emotionally. And I get that there's that Mars energy that could be rising out in you, and maybe that's what it's like. You're trying to play nice. You're trying to kind of like stay logical, stay grounded, stay focused on the matter, or whatever needs to be done in this. And this person's over here like wallowing and licking their wounds and just kind of like intentionally staying in this energy. And I feel you, Aries Taurus. Like, my eyes are closed right now. Like, I feel you trying to do like a woo-saw in a sense of like, I don't want to explode on this person. Like, I want to be fair. I want to be considerate. I don't want to release the Kraken, almost, is what I kind of want to say. Like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to blow up Mars energy. I don't want to wage war. I want this to be civil. I want this to be, business. But I don't think that this Queen of Cups wants to cooperate in that way. It's like there's this codependency, dependability here. I feel like the Queen of Cups is codependent on you, Aries Taurus. And they don't want whatever codependent energy you have with each other, or they have on you, to end. Although High Priestess card come out, it's like, that something has to end. That balance has to happen. Justice has to occur. That this is coming, or maybe they know it. And that's why they're trying to cause some sort of Seven of Cups or play on your emotions a little bit here, Aries Taurus, to kind of get you to delay. Knight of Pentacles we saw, right? All right, let's put this back. Tell me the energy between fixed and Mars. Yeah, more swords. Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. So that's what it is. I honestly love this for you, because this tells me that you are really trying to put in a solid effort to ending this manipulative cycle with this person. Almost like whatever games this Queen of Cups wants to play, it can't work anymore. Like, it's tired, it's done. You're graduating into the court of air. Like I always say with the tens, you can either start back over at the one, or you can enter the court and master it. This is you mastering this cycle. And doing so with, I think, this Libra energy of being considerate, but also being fair. Not getting swept up in this person's emotions, not letting that rule your decision making, because every time you allowed that, it only created more of a darker cloud, more heaviness, more weight, more drama, more issues, more problems. So it's like, no more. I'm going to be the Page of Swords. I peep game. I see what you're doing, and it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like, so you're choosing to master your own mind here, or your own communication style with this person. This tells me that this Queen of Cups likes to bring up all the things that have gone wrong. Like, if you have a relationship with this Queen of Cups and maybe there were some rough times or bumpy situations, and, you know, maybe you weren't always on the up and up, or maybe they weren't either, but it's like wanting to hold that over your head. Like, remember when you did this to me? Da, 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 da. And for a while, it worked. It kept you in the Ten of Swords. Well, dang, I'm not, you know, it kept you down. But not anymore. With the Mars energy. That's what I was trying to say. Mars is here to help you. Here to help energize. Let me slow down. My brain is moving so fast. Here to help you energize your Aries dynamic. Get you to step into that God of War energy, right? Almost like in a slow and steady pace. Like, not charging all the way into war, but just, there's a way to let someone know that you mean business and you're not going to fall for their shit anymore, excuse my French, without having to be disrespectful, without having to hurt their feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just it's an energy. I think that's what you're tapping into here, Aries-Taurus. Showing up as the King and Queen of Swords, right? Like, no, this is business. Take your emotions out of it. But I'm not gonna lie, I think this person's gonna really try it. Yeah, they're getting on your last nerve. Irking your last nerve. Nine of Wands is like, I'm almost on the edge. Like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm really close to getting fiery. And we don't want that. We want the stable. You know, I think you've been doing a good job of trying to stay stable, trying to stay grounded, trying to be, you know, sensible and like, okay. But there's only so much you can take. Nine of Wands. It's like somebody's beating a dead horse, for a lack of a better phrase. It's already done. It's dead. Maybe you've already apologized for that, or y'all have already moved forward, but this person likes to pull that back out when they feel you and sense you moving forward. Because I think at the end, again, with the High Priestess being that first card, this person knows that their time is up, or their cycle is over. So it's like, of course, they're going to pull out all the stops to try to prevent that from happening, or to try to delay it. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's fixed. It's almost like fate. It's inevitable, but this person's going to try to prolong it. Okay. Direct energy connection between this fixed energy and Mars star card. Yeah, so that's what it is. Some of you could have a Mars, your Mars could be in Aquarius. It's a fixed energy, yeah. Ooh, Mars in Aquarius. That's an interesting, I'm gonna have to look into those characteristics, because that seems like, if we want to kind of stay in the realm of like strategy and how you get things done, you definitely do things in your own way, in a very unique way, maybe even unorthodox or anti-traditional way, but it works for you. So there's definitely something that has to be done outside of the box in order to move forward. Something that is unexpected. Maybe how you've been handling this situation has been unexpected for this Queen of Cups. And they're maybe the ones that's a bit confused. Take it as it resonates. Okay, tell me more about this Mars energy then. What's the movement forward or the defense? Oi, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, moving on, focusing on my work, tunnel vision. Yeah. Moving on, moving forward. And then you've got the 3 of Swords in reverse, and you've got the 6 of Swords in reverse, with the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And these energies here, it's very interesting. They were stuck together, and it literally like hit and flipped like this. And maybe that's what it is. It's like, I kind of feel like this is where this Queen of Cups is. They're trying to... I almost heard like muddy your instincts. Because I'm also looking at this Knight of Wands. Spiritually, instinctually, you know where you need to head. You know where you want to go. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse, it's like the swords are coming out. So again, this isn't active betrayal. This isn't active heartache, but mentally, it hasn't been moved on from. This is the hold. This is the hold. Again, that's what I mean. It's like nothing that's being brought up is active energy. It's all old, but this person hasn't forgotten, or they're not letting it go. They're tunnel visioning on it. They're focusing in on it. I'm going to put it back how it was. This person might be actually putting in a lot of work to try to figure out how to turn these upright. Like turn this upright and keep this in reverse. Clarify the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords in reverse for Aries Taurus with this Mars energy. Thank you. Yeah, come on now. Come on. The 4 of Wands, a contract. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't want to let go of this 4 of Wands. They don't want whatever the connection is to end. They don't. I almost feel like, for those of you that'll resonate with this, I think you've maybe been communicating with this person to say, like, for a while now, like, hey, I need you to step up in this way. I need you to work on this. But like, if this is going to work, if we're going to do this, like, I need you to shift some things, to heal some things. Star card. And this person goes, yeah, but yet they stay in the 7 of Cups. They're fixed in the 7 of Cups. They haven't done the work. This is a Queen of Cups that has not done the work, never plans on doing the work, just wants you to stay under that cloud that they create by being in the 7 of Cups. And that cloud is created from all of the past hurts that you guys have already moved on from or moved beyond. that they don't want you to forget about. I'm sorry, Aries-Taurus, because that feels very frustrating to deal with. Tell me about what connects Mars and this Libra energy. Just, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Justice. It's only fair. It's only right. The scales have to balance. So that tells me that whatever this person is attempting to do, it's not going to work. Yeah, there's your Taurus energy. You're too wise now. It maybe used to work on you in the past, but it's not going to work on you now. And that's justice. That's fair. That's what I mean. I really do feel like you guys are in your King of Swords energy, trying to like make logical, business-oriented decisions. Meaning like, this is what's fair. Let's write it up this way. This could be paperwork involved. Like, let's make it this. No, this is what's fair. And it's like, in order for this to actually end and fully complete, this Queen of Cups has to step into their Queen of Swords and get out of their feelings. But they're not. They're fixed in it. The World and the Seven of Cups. And I think that's what makes it frustrating. It's not that this Queen of Cups isn't capable of being the Queen of Swords, because I think they've been the Queen of Swords with you in the past. Maybe when whatever these three swords were doing, yeah, there's the Tower. So the divine is going to step in regardless. So Aries, Taurus, I wouldn't stress about this, to be honest with you. Like, it might be frustrating, and I think that's what I was picking up on in your pre-channel. Like, tame the throat chakra. Don't go off. Like, don't say everything that comes to your mind. Like, really try to stay diplomatic. Keep a level of diplomacy when dealing with this person, dealing with this situation. Because the divine is going to bring in the Tower anyway. Tower's Mars energy. So this is what Mars is trying to do. I think this is for some of y'all what you've been trying to enact or create or have happen for a while. But because this person isn't cooperating, Three of Pentacles in reverse, it makes it that much more difficult, because I think you've learned from your past. I think you've learned from maybe similar situations you've been in, or other situations. Yeah, come on now. Other situations you've been in, that blowing up and exploding and causing war and all of that it creates more issues than solutions. And that's what I mean. I think you guys are just hyper solution oriented. Like, here's what's fair, nothing more, nothing less. Almost like a take it or leave it. But in order for it to really be done the right way, this Queen of Cups has to show up, and they like are refusing to. So Spirit's clearly been telling you to stay wise, stay in your Hierophant energy as these scales balance. I think Spirit's already giving you clues that the Tower is coming. Yeah. And what also comes with that is a new path. This is your energy, Aries. So whatever the ruling with justice, whatever and however these scales balance, it will be fair for you too. And it's almost like it would be, I almost want to say you might even get with the Ace of Wands, you might even get a little bit more out of whatever this is. Things might work a little bit better or more in your favor because you've decided to stay diplomatic. To defend yourself in a proper way. Stay focused on the task at hand, Eight of Pentacles. Come on, High Priestess. And deep down, you know that this is a huge lesson, Saturn. And it's something that you're going to walk away with, a deeper insight, the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups. Getting through this was an extreme struggle. But it taught you a certain level of patience. It gave you a certain level of wisdom. It activated your inner high priestess. Here's the pair. So you could be coming into some sort of union, merger, coming together with the conjunction with a high priestess, regardless of your gender, regardless of their gender. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Yeah, this is something spiritual coming online for you, Aries, Taurus. After a season of restriction from this connection and or not being able to access this high priestess energy, whether within yourself or whether this represents a particular person or thing. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups and Saturn. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Now you think more about where you're headed. Now you're thinking more about how you invest your time and your energy, who you give access to you. Defend self, Mars. You've earned something. This is earned. You've learned the value of your hard work, or you've learned what type of work and focus it truly takes to maintain your Hierophant energy is a Temperance. Or to bring something into balance, or to see something through, or to heal. Like the work that it takes to actually heal and release and let go. Because interestingly enough, you started out with the Seven of Cups and here's the Eight. So again, you're moving out of that confusion. That emotional conflict with someone. You could have rushed into something here with this Queen of Cups. Like for the Knight of Pentacles to be a part of this lesson with Saturn, I feel it's like you've learned how to wait, or how to kind of have patience, or to kind of sort or feel something out first. Consider something, your options. Check everything out before you give or invest. Clarify the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles for Saturn. For Aries, Taurus. There's the Ten of Swords. That's what I feel like you're walking away from. And it maybe has been a slow process. And that's okay. Like I said, I don't know that you're fully at the end just yet, but you're headed towards that ending. And the story ends well. It ends in a union. It ends in a merging. It ends in a coming together. And I feel like that's between this Hierophant and the High Priestess. And I feel like whatever the hard work and the lessons that are learned, these are now permanently integrated into your being. So in a way, if you are coming back, let's just say for another lifetime, your soul doesn't have to relearn this particular lesson. It'll come into that next life with this already being understood, or knowing already how to navigate this. Three of Cups at the bottom, so there is some form of celebration. Union, that's another card of union and coming together. Clarify the Star, the Justice, and the High Priestess. Major Arcanas as your connectors here is huge. So this is a huge, huge soul lesson and soul cycle that you're in the middle of. One centered around healing, balance, and trusting yourself, Aries, Taurus. some of you maybe feel like, had I just focused on what I needed to focus on, Eight of Pentacles, I could have avoided the Three of Swords and avoided the whole process of having to get in the boat and kind of overcome the Five of Swords. Like, do you know what I mean? I think some of you might be in that energy now. Like, dang, this was actually kind of avoidable. Wait, where's that? Yeah, Strength. Yeah. You've got the Knight of Swords. And clarify the High Priestess, and then we'll talk about it a little more. Yeah. Okay. Which tells me that some of you were definitely afraid to trust yourself. Got the Emperor. That's you. So a lot of you, this is union internally. So you were almost like, some of you guys were like fearing your intuition a little bit. Didn't know where it was coming from. You know what I mean? Like, why do I sense this? Why am I hearing this? Why do I feel this? Like, what's going on? It could have freaked you out a little bit for some of y'all. And that's what I'm saying. Strength with the Knight of Swords and the Devil. It's like trusting that, again, Spirit has your back. The divine has you. There's nothing to truly fear here but fear itself. But with the Knight of Swords, it's balancing out the impulse to say, to speak, again, overusing your throat chakra. The Star can also be a message of doing something a little differently, taking a different approach, following a different path. And that's what I think you're trying to find, or you are finding the strength to do in this moment. Because you know that, again, with the Devil energy, you know that this is a toxic cycle for you, or a toxic connection. Again, we did have the Four of Wands. Or something that is holding you back, hindering you. Now, Saturn does rule the Devil. So that's what I mean. Feeling restricted from your intuition, struggling to connect with your inner High Priestess. Or again, this could be a legit High Priestess outside of you, with you being the Hierophant and the Emperor. Dare I even say here, Aries-Taurus, to be mindful, because with this union and merger and coming together, if you are to come together with someone particular, be sure that you're not projecting all the BS from the past. Like, let me start over. Remember that this High Priest, like if this High Priestess is someone outside of you, they did not put these 10 swords in your back. Eight of Cups says that's the past. And where you're headed, Knight of Pentacles, is to something that might be more solid, more sturdy, more stable for you, more dependable than something else or your past was. So again, with the Devil, it's like it could be the fear of repeating a cycle that you might be projecting onto this High Priestess. Some of you, it's just feminine energy in general, especially if I'm speaking to masculine men. There could be this misconception or warped perception with the Devil energy around feminine energy and feminines in your life based off of the interactions and experiences that you've had. But again, this High Priestess didn't put the 10 swords in your back, so don't act as if they did. Because what's coming with the High Priestess is the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. A new beginning, new spirituality, new path. New passion, new connection, new fire. We did see Temperance come out as well after the High Priestess. So again, this is something to shift and change and balance you out. As you step into your Hierophant, it would only truly be the High Priestess that could balance you out. But if you treat the High Priestess like they're of a lower vibration, that's not going to fare well either. So some of you, as this chapter and as this wheel turns and moves into the world and this thing comes to an end, make sure you are letting go of the Seven of Cups, the toxic emotional attachments to the past feminine energies that you've dealt with. And again, feminine can be in men. So I could be talking to a female here, right, who's just in their masculine vibe and has dealt with a lot of feminine men. And you don't want to project that onto this Hierophant that's coming in, or someone who is in their high priestess, right, as a masculine or as a man, as the emperor. Just take it how it resonates, y'all. Okay. Hi, Veronica. Thanks for being here, love. Not we can write it out or fight it out, Kia. You are so funny. Not we could write it out or fight it out. It's your choice. Pick your poison, huh? That's funny. Yeah. Let's get into the outcome, Aries-Taurus. See, that's what I mean. That's that Knight of Swords. That's what I'm talking about. Do it. Y'all got this. You can do this. I believe in you, Aries-Taurus. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. All right? You're more than capable. If anybody can do it, it's definitely y'all. All right? Only be grateful for the lessons in love and life. Yes. 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 Absolutely, Kia. Absolutely. All right. What's the highest energetic outcome for my Aries-Taurus energies dealing with this energy or navigating this right now? What can they look forward to with this union, this merger, this coming together? Highest energetic outcome. It come on, y'all. I can't make this up. I love what I do. Trust. Trust. It's trust. Somebody that you trust, something you can trust, a feeling, a person, place, or thing that you can trust. What else? Highest energetic outcome. Security, safety. Safe and secure, okay? Trust in your security. Trust that you are safe. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That's way too many. Tell me more about the highest energetic outcome of this situation. Okay, I guess they want to come out change and adventures. Yeah. Yeah. The tides will change. The situation will change. Change is inevitable. You got enlightenment. This was an enlightenment cycle for you, Aries-Taurus. You went through this so that you can be enlightened to yourself, to learn more about who you are, what you're afraid of, face all your own inner darkness, your own inner shadow, integrate it more deeply, learn the lessons that you needed to learn so that you're prepared for what the divine actually has for you. So this is almost what I want to say. Aries-Taurus, whatever this situation is, you picked this. This was you making a free will choice and decision, right? But it's what you felt guided to do because your soul needed this lesson. And now that you're learning the lesson, you're gaining the wisdom, change is in the air. And where you're going and where you're headed is absolutely more trustworthy and more safe and secure than where you've been. Okay? This was all in the name of enlightenment. That's all Saturn does and comes to you. It can be tough. It can be a little painful. It can be uncomfortable. But it's necessary. Okay? It's necessary. Let's get into this. Let's read change. Okay, you've got dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs. And in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain to ice to snow to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever changing. Okay? It's okay to change your mind, it's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is the time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. That's what I'm trying to say. The fixed pattern here is to put other people's needs and expectations of you in front of your own. And that's what's shifting, and that's what's changing, and that's what you're tired of, and that's what you no longer will participate in. Anything or anyone or any situation that requires that level of self-sacrifice from you, especially for something or someone that is not willing to do the same for you. Okay? You don't need to follow tradition. You need to create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring, go beyond predictable behavior. That's that star card with Mars. Unpredictable, right? Go beyond your predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it needs to continue to be done that way. And I think that's a part of the expectation over there. Well, Aries-Taurus, you've always done this for me. You've always been this person for me. You've always, surrendered to my crying, and like you've always given in. Well, not anymore. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Ten of Swords, that was the old me. This is the new me. Hi, hello. I'm the Emperor. I'm the Hierophant. I have an Ace of Wands. I'm going on a Two of Wands adventure. Okay? Like, right. It's like almost, yeah, some of you are like introducing a new you to somebody that you've been dealing with for a while, or something, or showing up in a new way in a situation you've been committed to for a minute. And it's going to be unexpected to those around you. But again, you can't let that shock or disappointment or whatever the feeling is confuse you about what your soul and what your spirit is telling you to do, which is with your Mars energy clearly is to defend yourself against that manipulation and move on. It's almost like that's what's fair. Like some of you maybe needed some form of permission to step into that energy. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or the right way to handle it. I feel like Spirit's saying, no, that's justice. Justice came out twice. High Priestess came out twice. Step into your knowing, Aries-Taurus. You know when somebody's trying to play with you. You don't have to act like you don't see it. No, I see it clearly. And nip that in the bud. But with a certain level of, you know what I mean? Like, just with the right tone, with the right energy, with the right vibration, okay? You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, Aries-Taurus, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Okay? Okay, let's look at adventures. I should have started there, but we have the lofty waterfall. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go and release. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and adventures. Something exciting is around the corner. That's your union, your merger, and coming together. You are entering a new frontier, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in a new and different way. Something that you thought was mundane or someone whom you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. And I think that's kind of the trick over here with the Seven of Cups, right? Trying to lull you into doing the same thing you've always done and to just be complacent and happy with that. And if you're not happy, or that's not what your spirit wants, that's not what feels good and right for you, then don't do it. Okay? This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders. You are ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant or lackluster. It can also signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Hello, High Priestess Hierophant with the Ace of Wands between, and a union and a merger, okay? All right. Y'all gonna be okay. Okay? It's gonna be all right, y'all. Let's look at security. We have the firelit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in cages. No, not in cages. Lord Jesus, that's a bit morbid. You see my ancestors coming through. Yeah, nah, it wasn't caves. We was put in cages. Okay. Anyway, in ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves often represent a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine womb of the Mother Earth, and the Sacred Heart. Also, caves can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. You are safe and you are protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, or making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter in your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hyper-vigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. So there's that surrender that I was picking up on in your pre-channel. Yeah? So let's fall a little deeper into that surrender and look at trust. Okay, trust says desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is the place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush, and green. And yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. This is a powerful and important card to receive, Aries-Taurus. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate. Trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. There's that crown chakra I was feeling earlier. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. That's this union, okay? Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. That's what you have to trust in, that there is a higher purpose behind all of your circumstances right now. That's what you want to tunnel vision on, not on the pains of the past, not on trying to control this person or trying to get them to stop being them or whatever. No, 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 no. You focus and trust that this is all for a higher purpose, a higher calling, and it'll all be revealed in due time, and that there is change happening. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful reading as always. So clear, straight to the point. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your astrology tarot reading in this moment. If any of this resonated with you, please let me know that in the comments down below. I love to connect with you guys there. I love, love, love getting those notifications from y'all when you connect with the readings and you share your stories. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you to everybody who always does leave a comment or let me know when these readings connect with you. If you're new here, make sure you say hello. I'd love to know your month and day if you are a cusper, and even if you're not, what draw you to this reading. Thank you so much again for your time. I appreciate you guys allowing me to read for you in this moment. All right, it's an honor, Aries-Taurus. It truly, truly is. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you to JP. Thank you, Kia Stewart. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Remix. Oh, hi, Tarina. Thanks for being here as well. I appreciate the love and the kind words. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Cusp of Power, for being here as well. Everyone who tuned in here live, again, I appreciate you all. Let me know your thoughts, all right? Sending you all so much love and strength, because I do feel, yeah, you might be pushed to the edge a little bit, but you're not going to explode. You're not going to do anything to kind of set yourself backwards. You are on a forward moving path, Aries-Taurus. Keep building your trust and your faith in that. All right. And this union is closer than you think. It's around the corner. So that's exciting. All right. I'm excited for y'all. And I will see you all in our next one. Okay. Namaste.